Stadium here in Concordia, Kansas, the home of your Concordia Panthers. At this time, we would like to introduce our 2023 homecoming candidates. Our first queen candidate is Hattie Blackwood. She's escorted on the field by her parents, Dr. Bradley and Alicia Blackwood. Hattie participates in volleyball, basketball, softball, cheer, band, chamber choir, Star Spangled Banner singers, color guard, Friends of Rachel, student council as president, National Honor Society as president, and fellow Christians in action. Hattie plans to attend Washburn University to major in nursing. Our first king candidate is Mason Eichmann. Mason is escorted on the field by his parents, Mick and Christina Eichmann. Mason participates in football, wrestling, band, Con Kids Wrestling, Boys State, Sons of the American Legion, powerlifting, and Baptist Church Youth Group. Mason plans to attend Oklahoma State University Tech to become a high-voltage lineman. Our next queen candidate is Hallie Parker. Hallie is escorted on the field by her parents, Sean and Jenny Parker. Hallie participates in volleyball, softball, Catholic Youth Organization, Friends of Rachel, and Yearbook. Hallie plans to attend the college of her choice to major in biology on a pre-dentistry route, then attend dental school. Our next king candidate is Lewis Van Meter. Lewis is escorted on the field by his parents, Wade and Lindsay Van Meter. Lewis participates in National Honor Society, Student Council, CTE Student Ambassador, Baptist Church Youth Group, basketball, golf, yearbook, and trap. Lewis plans to attend a four-year college and earn a bachelor's of business administration degree in finance. Our next queen candidate is Carly Colgren. Carly is escorted on the field by her parents, Jay and Ashley Colgren. Carly participates in volleyball, basketball, track, student council, National Honor Society, Friends of Rachel, fellow Christians in action, and Catholic Youth Organization. Carly plans to attend college and obtain a degree. Our next king candidate is Peyton Brees. Peyton is escorted on the field by his parents, Quentin and Crystal Brees. Peyton participates in football, basketball, baseball, student council, National Honor Society, fellow Christians in action, band, Friends of Rachel, and Baptist Youth Group. Peyton plans to attend college to earn a degree. Our next queen candidate is Gracie Drury. Gracie is escorted on the field by her parents, Bill and Amy Drury. Gracie participates in softball, Catholic Youth Organization, National Honor Society, Student Council, and powerlifting. Gracie plans to attend Cloud County Community College, then transfer to a university. Our next king candidate is Keegan Bynes. Keegan is escorted on the field by his parents, Tim and Angela Bynes. Keegan participates in football, baseball, powerlifting, Baptist Youth Group, National Honor Society, Student Council, and band. Keegan plans to play football at the college of his choice. Our final queen candidate is Zoe Britt. Zoe is escorted on the field by her parents, Terrence and Kayleen Britt. Zoe participates in tennis, color guard, band, and cheer. Zoe plans to attend Cloud County Community College to get her nursing degree. Our final king candidate is Caleb Hansen. Caleb is escorted on the field by his parents Steve and Abby Hansen. Caleb participates in baseball, football, wrestling, and CTE ambassador. Caleb plans to attend lineman school. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our 2023 homecoming candidates. Concordia High School Student Council would like to give a thank you to our teachers and administrators for their support and flexibility during homecoming week. And a special thank you to Pack Scratch Productions and Mr. Chris Stiles for producing the candidate videos and advertising all of our homecoming week activities. Those videos can be viewed on the Cat Scratch Productions YouTube page. Joining us here tonight for our coronation ceremony is the 2022 homecoming queen, Jenna McFadden, and the 2022 homecoming king, Dakota Brockman, to present the honors. And in just 30 short minutes, we'll be announcing. I'm kidding. And now, if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 homecoming queen is Gracie Dury. And your 2023 homecoming king is Keegan Pines.
Bishop Greenberg to meet Officer Garcia on the backside of the press box. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Harold M. Clark Stadium here in Concordia, Kansas for this football contest between the visiting Marysville Bulldogs and your Concordia Panthers. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Bulldogs, number 1, Will Otop. Number 2, Grant Hafley. Number 4, Brody Lawrence. Number 5, Dakota Ciprianic. Number 6, Keegan Waters. Number 7, Stephen Lowry. Number 14, Blake Spicer. Number 22, Eli Slachik. Number 55, Alex Shield. Number 59, Garrett Abercamp. Number 66, Braden Duralcody. Number 67, Ashton Schaefer. And number 67, Kemper Eichmann. And now the starting lineup for your Concordia Panthers. At quarterback, number 10, Braden Primo. At running back, number 24, Mason Eichmann. Number 20, Dustin Sterrett. And number 25, Drew Sterrett. At tight end and receivers, number 12, Peyton Breeze. And number 44, Dane Cleveland. The offensive line for the Panthers, number 66, Jace Bolstra. Number 68, Kyle McFadden. Number 55, Keegan Vines. Number 63, J.J. Riley. Number 77, Tracer Murdoch. Defensive line, number 63, J.J. Riley. Number 55, Keegan Vines. Number 66, Jay Stolstrup. Number 77, Tracer Murdoch. Linebackers, number 24, Mason Eichmann. Number 25, Drew Sterrett. Number 44, Dane Cleveland. And number 10, Braden Primo. In the secondary, number 12, Peyton Breeze. Number 19, Wyatt Franz. Number 5, Cade Brock. The punter for the Panthers, number 9, Caleb Hansen. And the kicker, number 15, Parker Jackson. high school activities, just search for Concordia Junior Senior High School. Also, be sure to visit GoConcordiaPanthers.com to browse more information about our athletic and activity programs. In order to give USD 333 patrons the opportunity to enjoy all athletic events, school administrators have developed the following set of guidelines for all spectators to adhere to. When the contest begins, all children of school age and younger to be in the stands. No footballs or other playground equipment will be allowed in the area. During gameplay, all patrons should stay off the track and football field so everyone may enjoy tonight's contest. No sunflower seeds are allowed in the athletic complex. USD 333 Concordia Public Schools supports a tobacco-free campus. This includes all cigarette and smokeless tobacco products and all e-cigarette and vaping devices. We thank you for doing your part in keeping our schools tobacco-free. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the northeast corner of the football stadium as we welcome your 2023 Concordia Panthers! Attention to the presentation of our nation's colors by Concordia's Boy Scout and Cub Scout Troop 38. At this time, please rise, lower your hats, and join the Concordia High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Stuart Reggie and drum majors Bryson Benchek and Acacia Kendall in the playing of our national anthem. Senior High School, which is a member of the Kansas State High Schools Activities Association, supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for their teams in a positive manner. Negative comments and behavior will be addressed by school personnel. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive towards all players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Concordia has won the coin toss in the first. Marysville will receive.
Toby Nosker, Lawrence Swinson with you, Logan Lilia back at the station. Tonight's captains for the Concordia Panthers, your homecoming king, Keegan Bimes, Peyton Brees, Mason Eichmann, and this week's Scout Team Player of the Week, a freshman offensive and defensive lineman, Cohen Williams. The Concordia Panthers won the opening toss, but they have deferred to the second half, and they will be kicking off to the Bulldogs to start this district game. Lauren, it's great to finally be at home.
It is. It's so good to be here at Harold M. Clark Stadium and in our own press box. And, again, it's good to see the Panthers are ready to go. It's homecoming. It's always so exciting. It's a beautiful evening, 70 degrees, slight wind out of the southeast. So the Panthers will be kicking off into this light wind, but nothing too much. So, and the Panthers will try and go to the kickoff team. You've got here Sterrett on the near side, then Gropp, and we'll go. There's Mason Eichmann. We'll try and get Drew Sterrett. The next one, Dustin Sterrett.
Kicking off here for the Panthers is J.J. Riley. Deep back is Nate Shoddy and Keegan Warders. It's Warders taking it on the near sideline at the 17-yard line, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds along the near side near the 28. Mason Eichmann forcing him out, but it'll be first down and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 28 following an 11-yard return by Warders. This year, the Bulldogs, underneath second-year head coach Tony Trimble, have a new quarterback, a junior in Will Otot, a 6'1", 190-pound quarterback. Otot played last year at the varsity level at wide receiver, but he has taken over the quarterback duties this season for Marysville. Marysville will play the flex bone offense. Single receivers out to either side. O-Top faking the fullback dive is going to keep it, and the Panthers inside going to get him wrapped up across the 30 near the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of almost 3, though, on first down for Marysville.
That's what Marysville, they want to come off the ball very quickly on that 4-4 defense, basically, of the Panthers. But Panthers did a nice job right there, meeting them right at the line of scrimmage. Dane Cleveland was there. Tracy Murdoch at the rush end, he was there. So was Keegan Bimes. Right, just stopped them for, like you said, just a short gain of 3. But again, that Marysville's going to be happy with that. So Panthers are going to have to get some big plays every now and then to stop this offense.
3 guys, 250 or more on that offensive line for this Bulldogs team. It's a second down and 7, keeping it as O-Tot. O-Tot off the fakes, going to find running room off the right side, picking up the first down across the 40 near the 42-yard line. And so a nice run of almost 11 yards before the Panthers finally able to bring him down, and we've got an injured Panther at the end of that one.
Well, I can't pick up. I think is it Braden Primo? I mean, yeah.
And
it is. And so Drake Blocklinger will come in to replace him. Man, that's just not what we need, is that starting quarterback and, you know, your middle linebacker in there limping off. I think it's either knee or an ankle, but hopefully he'll be okay. But, again, a freshman coming in after that pickup of 11 yards and a first down.
Blocklinger's played really well in his limited time at linebacker so far this season. A 5'9", 155-pound freshman. Drake is averaging 7.5 tackles per game off the bench for this Panther team. Marysville has their first down of the ball game following an 11-yard pickup. O-Tot under center against still that flexbone offense, and we've got a whistle at the snap. And it's going to be a false start against Marysville is going to be the call. So the first penalty of the ball game will bring Marysville back inside of their own 40-yard line, back to the Bulldog 38, and set up first down and 15.
And now that's where, again, this kind of an offense that Marysville's running makes it hard. Just those 5-yard penalties. Now it's 1st and 15 when you're picking up 3 yards at a carry. Why that doesn't, it's hard to pick up first down. So the Panthers have got to come up big right here. Marysville picked up that first down just a time ago with a 11-yard run. But right now, Panthers have got to stop it. And the Panthers, again, like you talked about, Drake Blocklinger in there. You got Tallstrip and Bimes at the 2 tackles, Murdoch and McFadden at your defensive ends.
O-Tot under center, doing a pitch play. Coming here to the near side, trying to find the edge and turn the corner is the ball carrier, Blake Spicer. He got a nice kick-out block at the 40, but then he's met and taken down at the 42-yard line. Couple of Panthers in on the stop there defensively for Concordia. Drake Blocklinger there defensively, and also helping to make the tackle was J.J. Riley. Riley playing that defensive end here on the near spot.
Yeah, I said McFadden. It was J.J. Riley. Who really made that play, though, was the cornerback and Peyton Breeze. Peyton Breeze is back making, starting again after being out last week a little bit. But right now he came up and turned that play inside, and he didn't make the tackle, but he was certainly helped make it so that Riley and Blocklinger could come over.
Second down and 11. Pitch play going right this time to Grant Hafley, and Hafley from behind is going to be wrestled down. Maybe a yard gain, but that's going to be it. Once again, Blocklinger chasing in from behind, able to get the stop. The young freshman with back-to-back tackles.
But it was Bimes and Tallstrip, the 2 defensive tackles, that really did a number. He tried to get to the outside, and again, the Panthers did a great job of contain on the outside. I think it was Mason Eichmann out there playing the bandit, I think, and he turned it inside. Now Tallstrip and Bimes and Blocklinger and Cleveland all really met him.
First 3rd down and long situation for the Bulldogs. 3rd down and long, and we got a whistle again, and it looks like another false start against Marysville. So 3rd and 10, now going to become 3rd and 15 again as they will get backed up to their own 38.
And again, that was a naked bootleg, and the Panthers didn't have anybody coming out to that outside. They faked it going to the right, and it was a naked bootleg coming out to the outside, and the Panthers did not have contain on that, so they were very fortunate for having a 5-yard penalty on that. So Panthers are the Bulldogs have a 3rd down and long. So
3rd and 15, Bulldogs operating from their own 38-yard line. This time out of the gun is O-Tot. A 4-receiver set. O-Tot, quick step drop, looking to throw across the middle, and it's complete. He has a man for the first down into Panther territory. O-Tot able to hook up with Blake Spicer, the 6'1", 160-pound senior. Spicer comes up with the catch on 3rd and long, and he's going to work his way into Panther territory down to the Concordia 43.
Well, that's been the nemesis for the Panthers all season long. 3rd down, the Panthers do a good job first, second, second down. They've given up some big plays on 3rd down. That was just a curl over the middle about 20 yards downfield, or 15, and a nice completion, kind of a jump pass.
19 on the pass play. It brings up Marysville's second first down. Otot gonna keep it. Able to escape one tackle. Breaks off another as he fights towards the far sideline. And we'll see where he goes out of bounds. They're gonna put him inside of the 40 at the Panther 38-yard line. And so Otot with a gain of 5, and it brings up 2nd and 5.
Wyatt France knocked him out of bounds, but he got to the outside. It looked like the Panthers had contained initially to start, but he was able to get around that defensive lineman on the outside and then break it downfield, and Wyatt France finally knocked him out, but not until he picked up a good 5 yards.
They're working with Braden Primo along the near sideline here, trying to work off that ankle injury that he suffered defensively after the second carry of the ball game for Marysville. Now, we've got a holding call against Marysville, it looks like, and so a penalty on that carry will wipe away the 5 yards gained. So it is a hold against Marysville. We'll see where they're going to spot it off, or where they throw the marker and spot this foul off. It's a little bit down past the line of scrimmage, and so they're going to push him back to the 48-yard line. And so it'll bring up 2nd down and 16 here. Should be 1st down, actually. They should repeat.
Yeah, it should be 1st down, and I think it is 1st down.
They've shown 2nd down on that far sideline, but it should be 1st and 16 after the penalty. The 3rd penalty of the game now against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 3rd penalty for 20 yards already here for Marysville.
And the officials calling a timeout here. They want an official timeout. They're going to huddle up and talk. And so we got a quick break. We'll take one with them. 7:42 left to go here in this opening quarter. Marysville on their opening drive of the ball game. We're scoreless between the Panthers and the Bulldogs on homecoming night. We'll take a timeout. This is Panther football on KNCK. Seventh play of this drive oncoming for the Marysville Bulldogs, who have picked up 2 first downs on their opening series of the ball game. The last on a 19-yard pass play from the junior quarterback in Will Otot to the senior in Blake Spicer to get the Bulldogs into Panther territory. Now, Marysville just recorded their 3rd penalty of the ball game. This one a holding call that pushes them back to the Panther 48-yard line. So it's 1st down and a long 15, close to 16 here for the Bulldogs. Otot. Nobody to fake it to, and he tries to come off right side edge, and the Panthers were right there to meet him. A broken play there for Marysville, and Concordia ready to just lay a hit on him. Great job there by the Panthers up front.
Well, they stopped it up front, and he turned around, but he could have got to the outside. But who made that play was the sophomore, and Drew Sterrett. Drew Sterrett came up and, boy, made a nice tackle, good form tackle on him. He had some help from Dane Cleveland, but, man, that was a nice stop for no gain. That could have been a big play, even though it was a broken play.
J.J. Riley also in on the stop there off that defensive end position for Concordia. It'll bring up 2nd down and 14 now after a slight gain on the play of 1. Otot under center, still out of that flex bone. One man comes in motion. They give it off on the fullback dive, and not much gaining up ahead as they went with the big back in Dakota Slupionic, a 6', 220-pound junior running back. He was a lineman a year ago, and this time he's stepping in at running back, and he's going to be tripped up and taken down after a gain of 2. So it brings up 3rd and 11 now. Almost 12 here for the Bulldogs with the ball spotted just outside of the Panther 45-yard line. 6:18 remains here in this opening quarter. Scoreless between Concordia and Marysville. And now we've got movement up front. And it looks like it's going to be encroachment called here against the Panthers, and it is. So 3rd down and almost 12 now becomes 3rd and 7 here for the Bulldogs.
And they're probably in 4-down territory as they're now on the 40-yard line. And that was just over-eagerness on the part of the Panthers that time. Just, good call by Marysville to go on a hard count and take and get the Panthers to draw offsides. This has been a drive that, let's see, we've played almost 6 minutes here, and we've had 4 penalties already.
And just 2 first downs. Marysville's looking for their 3rd on the drive. Taking the snap, keeping it. Otot able to escape a tackle. A late pitch coming out. Spicer breaks a couple of tackles, and he's going to get the first down. Spicer going to fight his way down to the 31-yard line on a pickup of 9. It looked like it was going to be a loss on the play, but somehow Otot able to escape Riley, and then the late pitch into the hands of Blake Spicer, and Spicer with a nice run gets enough to pick up the first down.
That was so close, again, for being about a 5-yard loss. The Panthers had people in there, just could not quite take and wrap Otot up, and he was able to get a pitch off.
So fresh set of downs as Hafley comes in motion. Otot dropping back, looking to throw in the flat, and it's incomplete. He wanted Blake Spicer, led him too much on the pass. Otot now 1 of 2 throwing the ball in this one, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Let's get you a score update out of the North Central Kansas League. Early in the first quarter, 10:33 remains in the opening period, and Abilene already on the board. The Cowboys lead the Chapman Irish 6-0 in that North Central Kansas League matchup.
That pass just a little flare out on the right side, and he was open by about a step or 2 on the Panther defender and just overthrew it. So the Panthers were fortunate here.
Marysville with the football. 2nd down and 10, working from the Concordia 31 from the near side hash. Here's a pitch going right into the hands of Hafley, trying to stretch it out. Hafley is going to be tackled for a huge loss on the play. The Panthers doing an outstanding job forcing him to stretch that play out, and then the Panthers able to come up and get the defensive stop. Wyatt Franz making the tackle for the loss of 5.
Mason Eichmann really set that play up, though. He's the bandit on the left side. He stretched that play out, but out of nowhere came Wyatt Franz. I mean, he came up with a lot of speed, and together those guys took him down for a 5-yard loss. Good 5, almost 6 yard. Well, 5-yard loss.
They work from the 36. It's 3rd down and 15. Otot, play action, looking to throw in the flat, and it's broken up, nearly intercepted. Concordia able to get a hand on it with Drew Sterrett. Step in front of a pass intended near side for Keegan Warders, and Sterrett jumped the pass, nearly had it intercepted. Instead, it falls incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down and 15.
Hey, Drew was thinking pick 6 on that. He had that all the way. Just a kind of a pass out in the flat. There was a lot of air under it, and boy, Drew had his sights on it. I'm sure he was thinking six points, and it just fell out of his hands. I was talking to him last night at the pep rally a little bit, and he said, "Hey, I'm changing positions a little bit tonight." So.
We got a timeout that's going to be called here. Marysville's lining up to punt on this 4th down and 16. Again, the ball is spotted at the Panther 36-yard line. And so the Bulldogs brought Alex Shale out, looking like he was going to punt. But Concordia is going to take a timeout here. 4:33 left to go here in this opening quarter. Scoreless between Concordia and Marysville. We'll grab a quick break. This is Panther football on KNCK.
At Century 21 GHC Associates in Concordia.
Marysville has picked up 3 first downs here on this drive, but now facing a 4th down and 15 from just outside of the Panther 35. We'll see if they continue to elect to punt. The Panthers coming out of the timeout have brought Dustin Sterrett and Cade Gromp back to return. The Bulldogs had shown that they were going to punt with Alex Shale out there to kick, but now it looks like we're going to get a field goal attempt instead. Stephen Lowry, the 5'11", 165-pound senior, is going to attempt what will be close to a 53-yard kick.
I saw him make a 45 in the pregame, so this kid has a leg.
This kick is up. This kick off towards the right. Good!
Holy moly.
53 yards on the kick for Stephen Lowry. And on the 4th down, they elect to go for the field goal, and Lowry able to boot it up and in through the uprights. And Marysville's on the board. They lead it 3-0. 4:28 left to go in the first. We'll take a timeout. This is Panther football on KNCK. So Marysville able to get on the board at the end of their opening drive as the Bulldogs able to boot in a 53-yard field goal. Stephen Lowry, the senior with the kick, able to get it in through the uprights, and Marysville on top, leading 3-0.
Well, we saw him doing in pregame. He was sitting there warming up, kicking into the little bit of the wind, and he hit some 45-yarders there, and so we knew he could do it. So anyway, Panthers, Mason Eichmann setting up right in the center here on the kickoff return team, and deep, I'm sure.
It's Blocklinger and Gropp that are back deep here to return here for the Concordia Panthers. And it'll be Lowry handling the kickoff for the Marysville Bulldogs following the 53-yard field goal. Lowry with the approach, and this one sailing back. Blocklinger takes it just inside the end zone. Drake straight ahead, and he's going to be stopped and pushed back. We'll see where they put him. They're going to mark him down at the 18-yard line. And so that's where Concordia will have it with 4:22 left to go here in this opening quarter. Now we see Braden Primo limping out there right now with Coach Jordan Etcher. And so Primo injured again on the second play of the contest. Primo, it doesn't look like he's coming into the ball game though. And so Primo's going to stay out on this possession. And we'll see, it looks like it's going to be Blocklinger that will take over the quarterback duties here for Concordia, or will it be, it is going to be, Primo. He's standing here getting the play from Coach Etcher. I thought they were bringing him off to the sideline. Instead, he's hobbling in, but the Panthers only have 11 on the play clock as Primo gets into the huddle. Concordia's going to have to move fast as the play clock's already down to 5. Panthers get under center. Primo takes the snap. Looking to hand it off here on the near side on a sweep. Drew Sterrett, the ball carrier, and Sterrett trying to find the outside edge. He's going to get across the 25 near the 27-yard line. And so a really strong run there for the Panthers as they pick up 9, almost 10 yards.
Nice play by the Panthers. They got it off in time. I'm not sure. It was just a sweep to the right side. They had Bimes out there blocking. Also, I think it was Mason Eichmann out there. I got to check that out here. But blocking also, and they pick up, they don't give them the first down, but they give them 9 yards.
Panthers will have Eichmann in the backfield along with Sterrett. Primo under center. Coming in motion is Dustin Sterrett. Primo looking to throw. Quick little sweep play over to the right side as he hooks up with Wyatt Franz. A flag coming out as the Panthers able to complete it. It looks like Franz has enough for the first down, but now we wait the penalty flag.
I think it was a face mask, I believe. It looked like out there, unless it could have been a hold call by one of the wide receivers out there.
We'll wait and see the penalty, but it's going to go against Concordia, it looks like.
I think it's probably a holding on the Panthers.
So to negate the pickup of what would have been a first down, the official's still talking it over, and now we'll get the call. It is a hold against Concordia. So the Panthers going to lose yardage on what would have been 2nd and 1, and now it'll end up being close to 2nd and 11 now, as this will get marked off inside of the 20, back to the other side of the Panther 18-yard line.
It was a quick wide receiver screen to the outside, and one of the Panthers out there blocking just got a little too much of the Bulldog, and the official was right there and threw the flag.
Gropp and Eichmann in the backfield. Wingback is Dustin Sterrett. Brees split out wide to the right. They do a pitch play to Cade Gropp. Gropp coming off the right side, escaping a couple of tackles, and then he's going to be wrestled down as he's going to be stopped at the 25-yard line. Otad on the tackle after a gain of 7.
Bimes doing a nice job getting out there, getting a good block also. I think it was well, I don't have the number, but again, they got a good block on the edge, and actually, Cade did a nice job of getting through the initial wave of tacklers and picking up some positive yardage.
Franz is checked back in. He's the wide receiver right. Eichmann in the backfield. Panthers go double wingback this time. Drop-off on the far side comes in motion, and we've got a whistle at the snap. And it looks like we've got offsides defensively going to be called here against Marysville. So on this 3rd down and 4, the encroachment penalty is going to give the Panthers a first down. As this gets marked off all the way out to the Panther 30. So off the penalty, the Panthers have their first down of the night.
Had 6 different penalties, 2 on Concordia, 4 on Marysville so far. No, make that 3 and 3, correction, 3 and 3. So we'll get a first down for the Concordia Panthers.
Concordia with a fresh set of downs as the Panthers work from the near side hash at the Concordia 30-yard line. Concordia gives it off to Eichmann. Eichmann broke through the first tackle, fighting his way out across the 35, and he's going to be stopped at the 36-yard line. A pickup of 6 on the run for the senior back in Eichmann. He averages 6 yards a carry, and he gets 6 on first down.
Panthers doing a good job right now coming off the ball. They ran off to the quick side that time behind Tracer Murdoch and J.R. Riley.
Primo takes the snap here. He's looking to hand it off again to Eichmann. Eichmann dragging a tackler with him. A flag coming out at the end of it as Eichmann trying to fight his way across the 40 to the 41-yard line as he'll pick up close to 5. Now they spot him down, it looks like maybe short of that. Just shy of the 40, but we'll wait and see the penalty flag that's thrown right at the 40-yard line. And again, it came right at the end of that run for Mason Eichmann as he was tripped up and stopped. And we'll wait and see the penalty.
Yeah, there's no indication yet.
The white hat, it looks like they're getting ready to mark. Now there's going to be no flag, it looks like. Instead, they're going to pick up the flag, and so just at the end of the play, it looks like it's going to be a half a yard short after the gain. Now the chains are moving, so it looks like we've got a fresh set of downs. So they're going to say he got enough on the carry, so give Eichmann 4 yards as they're late moving the chains, but the Panthers have a fresh set of downs working from their own 40 now, and now we've got a whistle and stoppage again, and it's going to be offsides defensively one more time on the Bulldogs. So 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 5, and this ball moves forward out to the 45-yard line.
Man, I do not understand that. Nobody was set at all. I'm not sure.
But in any event, Concordia is going to benefit.
Yep.
It'll be 1st down and 5 for the Panthers. Single receiver near side. Wingback comes in motion. That's Dustin Sterrett. Primo under center. Wants to do a pitch play. Coming to the near side, Eichmann. Stutter steps around to tackle, and then he's going to be yanked down from behind at the 49-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the run as he's tackled from behind here by Ashton Schaefer, the 5'11", 250-pound junior defensive lineman. But a pickup of 4 makes it now 2nd down and 1. Panthers working from the near side hash on their own 49-yard line.
They ran to the quick side or the short side, the weak side of the field, and Tracer Murdoch came out, got a great block at the point of attack, and allowed him to pick up that 4 yards.
2nd down and 1. Sterrett comes in motion. We've got a flag out and another offsides penalty against the Bulldogs. And so once again, the Panthers, for the 3rd time on this drive, are going to get a 1st down off of a penalty. And the Panthers are now into Bulldog territory, down to the Bulldog 46.
Well, I really don't see what the officials are seeing. If somebody is just lining up offsides, if that is what the call is, and, you know, we can't see it apparently from our angle here, but boy, it's helped the Panthers right now. Marysville with a ton of penalties, period here.
Fresh set of downs for Concordia as the Panthers work from the Bulldog 46. Under center, Primo takes the snap, gives it off on the sweep play. Sterrett, Dustin, cuts it back inside of the 40. A flag coming out as he's going to be tripped up and taken down at the 30-yard line. It would be a 16-yard gain if it were allowed to stand, but it looks like it's coming back. It's going to be a hold against Concordia.
And man, where are they going to call? Where they threw the flag at about the 44-yard line. So if that's where the hold was, all I saw was Tracer Murdoch.
And it wasn't a hold, excuse me. No. It's an illegal block, actually, that's been called here against Concordia. And so again, they'll mark this off and push the Panthers back on their side of the field, back to the Concordia 47.
And I suppose it's a 10-yard block from the spot of the foul. And so I don't know if that was – all I saw was Tracer Murdoch get one heck of a block on a linebacker out here on the open, and I didn't see. I know that Sterrett was out there blocking also.
First down and 17 here for Concordia. Single receiver right. Double wingback set. Dustin Sterrett comes in motion. Primo dropping back. Primo lost the ball. Pressured by Blake Spicer, and Spicer knocking it away from Primo, and the Panthers have fumbled the ball away and turned it over. Concordia fumbling it away for the 6th time this season, and Marysville gets it back, this time in Panther territory at the Concordia 42-yard line. Or make it rather the Panther 37-yard line.
The Primo just went to spin around, and he got jerked around by one of the defensive linemen rushing in there, and the ball just popped loose. You know, Braden's had some trouble hanging on to the football the last few times. I don't know if that's because of his injury or what, but anyway, it's Marysville ball.
Spicer comes in motion. Otot's going to pitch it out to Hafley. Hafley from behind is going to be tackled by Dane Cleveland, as Cleveland's going to rip him down after a gain of 1.
Well, Marysville ran the option that time, and they did a good job. They faked the handoff to the die person, then and the quarterback coming down the line, somebody took him, and then as he pitched it to Hazlett, why Dane Cleveland came up and got him for just a very short game.
It takes us to the end of the first quarter. We'll head to the second quarter. Concordia down 3-0 at home on this homecoming night against the Marysville Bulldogs. Panthers turning it over on their opening series of the contest. Marysville has the football. Second down and 9 from the Panther 35. When we return, this is Concordia High School football on KNCK. We're at the bottom of the hour. We owe you a station identification. You're listening to Panther Football on 1390 KNCK Concordia, 98.3 FM and NCKtoday.com. Toby and Oscar, Lauren Swinson with you. Logan Lilia back at the station. Marysville Bulldogs able to get on the board on their opening drive of the contest on a 53-yard field goal by Stephen Lowry. The Panthers had picked up 3 first downs on their opening series, but ultimately fumbled the ball away for the 6th time this year, and the Bulldogs able to recover it in Panther territory. Marysville looking at a second down, a long 8, close to 9 from the 35-yard line. They stay in that set. They want to do a pitch play here to the near side as they're looking for Keegan Warders. Warders, I think, was thinking about throwing, but didn't have an opportunity. Instead, trying to tuck it and run with it, and he's going to get about 1.5 yards out of it, but that's about it.
Drake Blocklinger came up and got a piece of him, didn't quite get him down. He kind of jumped, tried to hurdle him, and just got up in the air, but he still picked up about, what, did you give him 3 yards?
2 yards, yeah.
2 yards, so... Again, here it is, where they're in 4-down territory, but it's 3rd and long. Panthers right now doing a good job. That defensive line is getting some penetration. They're getting out there. The corners and the safeties are coming up very, very quickly. You really want to stop them.
Quickly up to the line of scrimmage and operating out of the gun is Otot. Otot on this 3rd down and 7, rolling left. Otot trying to buy time, able to take off and run for the first down. He was able to sidestep 1 tackle, and then Otot along that far sideline going to pick up enough to move the chains as he gets down to the 25-yard line, a gain of 9, and Marysville has their 4th first down of the contest.
J.J. Riley so close to having him right there on the sideline. If he could have just got him, maybe another 3-4 inches, he would have had him out of bounds, and it'd been 4th and long, but there's been so many woulda, coulda, shouldas here for the Concordia Panthers tonight, and so far just that field goal is the only difference in the ball game.
3-0, Marysville in front. 11:06 left to go here in this second quarter. Bulldogs just outside of the Panther 25-yard line from the far side hash under center. Otot takes the snap. Otot going to keep it, and Otot's going to be stood up after he leans forward and picks up about 1.5 yards. But he's going to be stopped right in the interior part of that defensive line. Getting up off the bottom of that pile is Keegan Bimes.
Keegan Bimes, but there was somebody else, and I'm trying to pick up that number that had him by the ankle. Maybe it was Bimes or Tallstrip. I think it was actually Jay's Tallstrip that had him by the ankles, and then Bimes, one of them anyway, together they combined to make the stop.
McFadden coming in as Bimes limping a little bit, coming out of the contest. So McFadden's going to take Bimes' place in the interior part of that defensive line. Here's a second down and 9. Otot on the dive play, hands it off. Slupianic. And he's going to push his way down to the Panther 23-yard line, close to the 22 and close to another 2-yard pickup, but it's going to bring up third down and nearly 7.
Dane Cleveland really filled that hole quickly. He came in, and it was a good job. Again, the Panther defensive tackles down there, the Tech 3 they call it, and the other guys, they did a good job kind of stopping everything, but then Cleveland came in and mopped him up. But here again, we're in 4-down territory, and boy, Marysville's been so effective on third down.
Twin receiver set to the near side this time for Marysville. They stay in that flex bone. Otot running the options, going to tuck it in and keep it himself. Otot breaking tackles, gets to the outside, and is going to get to the end zone. Will Otot able to punch it in and score the first touchdown of the ball game as he runs it in from 22 yards away. And with 9:42 remaining here in the second quarter, Marysville has extended their lead. They're up 9-0. Lowry going to come out to attempt the extra point now to give Marysville a 10-point lead. The holder will be Jordan Miller, the junior, for Marysville rather. Placement is down, the kick is on the way, and Lowry boots this one up and in. The extra point good. The Bulldogs have a 10-0 advantage. 9:42 left to go here in this first half. A touchdown run for Will Otot. And the Panthers down 10. We'll take a break. This is Panther football on KNCK. Stephen Lowry to kick it off for Marysville. Drake Blocklinger. Cade Gropp deep back to return for the Concordia Panthers. A short kick. It's going to hop into the end zone. It'll go as a touchback here. So Concordia will get the ball at their own 20. Trailing 10-0. 9:42 left to go here in this second quarter. Marysville kicking a 53-yard field goal at the end of their opening series with 4:22 left to go in the first period. And then following a Panther fumble, the Bulldogs able to get in the end zone on a third down and long play. Will Otot breaks a run to the outside and scores on a 22-yard scamper to put the Bulldogs up 10-0. We'll see what Concordia can do now. Panthers come out offensively. They keep Braden Primo in as he will operate under center. Primo looking to hand off to Eichmann. Eichmann sidesteps a couple of tackles and then barrels his way forward as he's going to be stopped at the 25-yard line. Make it the 26, a gain of 6 on first down there for Eichmann.
Nice hard run that time by Mason Eichmann. I talked to him a little bit last night at the pep rally. This young man, I like this young man. He's quick, he's hard-nosed. He seems to be at the right place at the right time, and he's not very big, but boy, he is quick and strong and a heck of a football player.
Fourth carry of the ball game, has 15 yards so far in this one. Concordia looking at a second down and 4. They go right back to Eichmann with a huge hole off the left side, and he's going to get the first down, fighting his way out across the 30 to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and the Panthers have their fourth first down here in this first half.
They ran it to the quick side of the field. That's Tracer Murdoch. Tracer Murdoch blocked down. So did Kyle McFadden. And, man, did he – or excuse me, I think it's J.J. Riley. And, man, they got a good block, a big hole that time, and picked up a good, great first down.
Concordia will work from the near side hash now with a fresh set of downs operating from their own 33-yard line. Primo under center. Turns and goes with Eichmann again, this time running off right side. Eichmann again able to break a couple of tackles and fights his way out to the 39-yard line. A pickup of 6 and another strong run for Eichmann.
Panthers really doing a nice job blocking right now, the offensive line. Jace Taltrip, your center. Your quick guard is Murdoch. Your quick guard, or your strong guard is Bimes, and then McFadden on the strong side. And that time they just got a good push off the ball. Murdoch pulled, came out, got a good block too on the defensive end, and just a good run.
Drake Blocklinger and Cade Gropp now in the backfield for Concordia on this 2nd down and 4 play. They're going to go with Blocklinger, and Blocklinger's going to be tackled, taken down by Cameron Wetter, the sophomore. Able to shoot the gap and pull him down after a pickup of 1. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
But even with that, it looked like he was tackled in the backfield, but the Panthers got a good, charge off of the offensive line, and they got some penetration. Actually, that ball that could have went for a long ways because there was some good blocking again by Tallstrom and Murdoch right up front. I expect to see that play again.
3rd and 3 here for Concordia. Working from the 40. Primo trying to give it off on a sweep coming near side. Drew Sterrett losing his balance as he tries to pick up the first down, and it looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short. And it was Dustin Sterrett, on the ball carry. But he's going to be tripped up and taken down just shy of the first down, so it's going to bring up 4th and 1 here.
Primo really limping now, coming off to get the play, and I think the Panthers will go for it, and I would right now. The Panther offensive line is getting a great push off the line of scrimmage, and I just hope that Braden's okay.
Panthers have been able to convert on 4th down 50% of the time this season. It's a 4th down and 1. Prado fumbled the ball, trying to get back on it. Who's got the football? Concordia, it looks like, did recover it. And the Panthers fall forward enough for the first down. And so a fortunate break there for Concordia as they fall forward on the fumble recovery. And they keep possession at the 44 with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, Primo was up under center, and he just didn't get a good snap. Now, thank goodness it bounced forward, and Primo was going forward and was able to fall on it and pick up the first down. So Panthers got a break on that one. But they're moving the football right now. They just got to keep it, make no mistakes, no penalties, no fumbles.
Taking the snap, Primo looking to hand it off to Eichmann. Eichmann hurdling off 1 tackle. And he's going to be tripped up and taken down at the 45 after a pickup of 1.5 yards. And so it'll bring up 2nd down, a long 8, nearly 9 after that run there by Eichmann.
Panthers didn't quite sustain their blocks like normal, and the linebackers came up a lot quicker. Even the safeties now from Marysville came up very quickly, and they just had more people on the line of scrimmage that time.
Concordia working from the near side hash, facing a 2nd down and close to 9 as they operate from their own 45-yard line. Panthers trail at 10-0, 5:45 left to go here in the 2nd period, and we've got a whistle at the snap. And it's going to be encroachment again defensively.
On Marysville.
So the Bulldogs picking up another penalty. It'll move it 5 yards up. And so Concordia is going to work from the midfield stripe now at the 50-yard line, looking at a 2nd down and 4.
You know, I certainly didn't see the encroachment. It may have happened right there, but they could just be lining up offsides.
Yeah, I don't think it's anybody jumping. I think they've just lined up multiple times offsides, and the officials getting no argument from Coach Trimble on the far side. So the Panthers need to gain something off of this penalty. Looking at a 2nd down and 4. They go right back into the hands of Eichmann. And Mason Eichmann finding a hole, makes a strong cut at the Bulldog 45, and then it's going to be taken down at the Marysville 41-yard line. A pickup of 9 on the run there for Eichmann, his 8th carry of the ball game, and the Panthers have their 6th first down.
Just a terrific hole again on this weak side of the Panther offensive line. J.J. Riley along with Tracer Murdoch opening some huge holes, and then it's Sterrett coming through. He's the wingback on the far side coming through, looking for somebody to block.
Drew Sterrett, Mason Eichmann, both in the backfield right now on this first down and 10. They go right back to Eichmann. Eichmann cuts off a couple of tackles, trying to stay on his feet as he stumbles, and he's going to be yanked down inside of the 35. Did they say his knee went down earlier? A late flag coming out now as they're going to put him down at the 36-yard line. So it'd be a pickup of 5, but then a late flag thrown, and they throw it back to the 40, and it's going to be a chop block.
Yep, a chop block. But they're pointing towards Marysville.
We'll wait and see.
But what a run by Mason Eichmann.
And it is against the defense. And so it's a 15-yard penalty as Marysville's going to pick up another penalty. And so off the personal foul penalty, Concordia going to pick up a 15-yard gain following the 5 yards picked up on the run by Eichmann. And so it's going to be marked off. I believe from where, we'll see.
Yeah.
Was it where the flag was or where Eichmann's gain was?
Well, no, I think it was where the flag was, which was still about 4 or 5 yards downfield. Now, I've never quite seen it. He motioned chop block for sure is what he motioned, but it was on the defense. Not sure how it is. Anyway, Panthers have it first down and 10 on the 24-yard line of Marysville.
7th first down of the contest here for the Concordia Panthers. They trail it 10-0, 4:40 left to go here in this opening quarter. Primo under center. Braden gives it off on the dive play, and Marysville cut it off. Concordia with no running room up front.
Well, they're going to give him about a yard is all. It was just he spun to the left, spun to his right, gave it a quick handoff to Eichmann as the fullback up the middle on just a quick dive. The play was meant to, looked like it was going to go to the outside on the right side, but Eichmann got tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. But, wow, Mason Eichmann, what a job of running tonight. We have just not seen this kind of running by the Panthers so far this season.
Blocklinger and Sterrett now in the backfield. They go into the hands of Drew Sterrett, breaking a couple of tackles. Sterrett barreling his way straight ahead, and he's going to be yanked down at the 11-yard line. A 14-yard gain on the run for Drew Sterrett, and the Panthers in the red zone for the first time. They have their 8th first down, and it'll be first down and 10 from the 11.
What a block by Keegan Bimes. He's the strong guard on the right side. He came to the left and pulled and got a terrific block on the Bulldog.
First down and 10 from the 11. Primo under center takes the snap, hands it off. They give it into the hands here again of Sterrett. And Drew Sterrett's going to be yanked down after a gain of 3, pulled down at the 8-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 7.
And there's another flag on the play.
And it's going against Concordia this time, so that'll negate the run there for Drew Sterrett as the Panthers going to pick up a penalty. And I haven't seen the signal. The flag was thrown back at the 17-yard line. That's deep in the backfield. They're going to bring it out across the 20 to the 21, so it's a 10-yard penalty.
But it's the same as about a 17-yard penalty, or actually more because he picked up some yardage on that. So
it's back to the 21. It's a 10-yard penalty here called against Concordia. Panthers are going to bring Eichmann and Gropp back into the contest as they will come in the place of Blocklinger and Drew Sterrett. So Concordia can still get a first down, but it's got to be inside of the 1. Right now you're thinking end zone. First down and 20, working from the Marysville 21-yard line. Primo takes the snap, hands it off. Eichmann bouncing off one of the tacklers, and he's going to be taken down for a loss of 1. Marysville just got a lot of penetration that time, and Eichmann tried to make something happen, but just couldn't get it loose.
Panthers been moving the ball well, but right now, boy, those penalties just kill you because they would have had the ball even with just a short yardage inside the 10, right now. But now they're sitting outside of the 20 at the 23. Again, Panthers trail it right now, 0-10, 10-0.
2:40 left to go here in this second quarter. Concordia looking at a second down and 21 from the 22 of the Bulldogs. Primo takes the snap. Primo gives it off. coming near side. Dustin Sterrett. Sterrett got an initial block, works his way inside of the 20, and then is going to be wrestled down at the 18-yard line. And so he's going to pick up almost 5 yards. But it's third down and long now as the Panthers have it inside of the red zone down to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, you called it right. He got some pretty nice blocks. He did some good job running on that. But it's just when you're third down and 20-some, you need to have come up with a pretty good play right here.
Panthers have not attempted a pass play here in this contest. Concordia has only completed 4 passes this season. They're looking at a third down and 17 from the 18-yard line. Double wing back set. Eichmann in the backfield. And a fumbled ball again, but we got a whistle that blows it dead.
And Marysville comes up with it, but I think
it's a false start against Concordia, and so the Panthers called for the penalty. It'll back them up to the 23-yard line, and so it'll be third down again, 3rd and 22, working from the 23 as the Panthers pick up the penalty. Drew Sterrett's going to come back in. Wyatt Franz also checking into the contest here for the Concordia Panthers. We're just over 90 seconds remaining here in this opening half. Concordia trails at 10-0 at home to the Bulldogs. Single receiver left. Wing back right is Dustin Sterrett. 2 backs in the backfield. They give it off to Mason Eichmann. Finds an initial hole. Eichmann cutting his way upfield. Is going to be taken down inside of the 15 near the 14-yard line. And so Eichmann with a nice run. Concordia in 4-down territory. But here it comes. 4th down and 13 for the Panthers from the 14-yard line.
Yeah, basically it's 4th down and goal from the 14-yard line. But that was, again, a nice run by Mason Eichmann. Wow.
8 yards on the run.
Yeah, he took and broke a couple of tackles. He just made a couple of tacklers miss. And, man, you were hoping he could get into the end zone. So, interesting play.
And I think we'll probably see a timeout because the Panthers haven't gotten a play in. The play clock's down to 5 seconds left to go. And so the Panthers are going to burn a timeout here with 42 seconds left to go before halftime. Panthers facing a 4th down when we return. We'll take a break with them. This is Panther football on KNCK.
Ladies and gentlemen, join the junior class of 2025 for a 50-50 raffle fund.
The Concordia Panthers are going to attempt their own field goal. Marysville knocked down a 53-yarder earlier. Parker Jackson, the young freshman, going to get an opportunity at a 31-yard kick. Peyton Brees will be the long snapper. Placement is down. Jackson's kick, and this one's no good. I think the Bulldog got a hand on it up at the line of scrimmage. And so the attempt there by Parker Jackson, no good, as the Bulldogs able to get the deflection. And so Concordia held out. The Panthers down 10-0. 40 seconds left to go here in this opening half.
The Panthers will have the ball to start the second half, though. So hopefully here again, the Panthers not out of this by a long shot. That was a good drive. A lot of different things happened on that drive, a lot of penalties. But again, the Panthers moved the ball and moved it down from the 20-yard line all the way down to the, well, actually they got it to the 11-yard line.
2 backs in the backfield with Slupionic and Hayfley. Under center is Otot. Otot giving it off to Hayfley, coming off the right side, and Hayfley's going to be immediately brought down. Cleveland, as well as Bimes, on the stop there for the Concordia Panthers after a gain of nearly 3. As the clock runs, we're down to 25 seconds left to go before halftime.
And I think Marysville's just going to let the clock run out.
Yeah, they haven't restarted the play clock, so it looks like we're taking this one into halftime. 10-0, Bulldogs in front as we're going to get set for the Next Tech Wireless halftime report. Make your school year successful with portable chargers, Bluetooth headphones and speakers, charging cables, protective cases, and more, all found at your local Next Tech Wireless store. The latest iPads and smartphones will make your school year a breeze, so stop by your local Next Tech Wireless store today in Concordia and Beloit for all the tools you'll need to succeed this year. We're at the intermission, 10-0. Panthers down to Marysville. We'll take a break. The halftime show on the way next on KNCK.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CHS Pantherettes will be performing a mashup tonight. They are made up of 31 dancers and cheerleaders. Coaches are Bobby McWhorter, Zoe Bergali, and Nikki Anderson.
America, are you serious?
gentlemen, please welcome the pride of all Concordia, your Concordia High School Marching Panthers. The Marching Panthers are led on the field by drum majors Bryson Benishek and Acacia Kendall. Born in Tupelo, Mississippi in 1935 and often teased as the trashy kid who played hillbilly music, Elvis Presley became one of the most significant figures of the 20th century pop culture. Elvis was a musician that valued emotion over technique. He pioneered the rubber legs dance style, emphasized by his wide pants that made the audience go crazy. His talent, good looks, and charisma endeared him to millions of fans that will forever know him as the king of rock and roll. Drum majors Benishek and Kendall, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis is in the building. CHS Panther dancers will be performing a palm routine to Emergency. The team is coached by Zoe Bacali. Ladies and gentlemen, join the junior class of 2025 for a 50-50 raffle, proceeds benefiting the upcoming junior-senior prom. Tickets may be purchased from a junior class student or by the concessions area. The winner will be announced at the end of the third quarter. You must be present to win. Concordia High School would like to say thanks to all the Booster Club members for their generous support of athletic and academic organizations at the high school. Diamond level boosters are Egg by Air Incorporated, Shane and Mandy Donovan, Andrew Jackson Photography, Brian and Amanda Strait, Campbell and Johnson, Cloud County Co-op Elevator Association, Cloud County Health Center, Concordia Terminal LLC, Dr. Justin and Tracy Ford, Dr. Richard and Rachel Keeper, ETG Sports Grill, Farm Bureau and Entertainment, Kendall Insurance Services, Keeper Family Dentistry, Leduc Memorial, Troy and Shirley Leduc, LGT Incorporated, Mike and Christy Stein and Stein Farms, RNA Engineering, and Wentz Eye Care. Platinum level boosters are Cloud County Community College, Concordia Spine and Sport, Dr. Jeremy Will, Dr. Dorothy and Dustin Grove, Geisler Roofing, H&R Block, Sisters of St. Joseph, Tallgrass Veterinary Hospital, and Wilbur Ellis Company. the lost and found item that's been turned into the press box. If you're missing some over-the-ear headphones, we have them up in the press box. Again, lost and found item, over-the-ear headphones.
At the halftime break, Concordia trails Marysville 10-0 in their opening game of Class 3A District 5 play. Both teams possessed the ball just twice, although Marysville did have a possession with just 40 seconds left to go in the contest. They ran one play and then ran the clock into the second half here. Concordia trying to stop Marysville on their opening series of the contest. The Bulldogs, though, able to get a 53-yard field goal out of the senior and Stephen Lowry with 4:22 left to go in the first quarter to give Marysville a 3-0 lead heading into the second period. And then in the second quarter, following a Panther turnover on Concordia's opening series of the contest, the Bulldogs able to score the only touchdown of the first half. This was a 22-yard touchdown run by the senior quarterback in Will Otot. It came with 9:42 remaining in the second period, and Marysville able to grab a 10-0 lead at the intermission. Concordia did have one other possession offensively and attempted a 32-yard field goal with the freshman kicker in Parker Jackson, but that kick blocked up at the line of scrimmage and fell short. And so Concordia stays scoreless, trailing 10-0 at the break. Let's get you a couple of score updates of note. Out of the North Central Kansas League, Abilene with a shutout right now, leading Chapman at the halftime break, 26-0. In district play, Clay Center all over Hiawatha right now. Second quarter score, the Tigers leading the Red Hawks, 61-6. Clay Center dominating Hiawatha. Again, that's a second quarter score. We'll be going to Hiawatha next Friday night. And then at the halftime break, the Beloit Trojans leading Russell 24-6. Stephen Lowry will kick off to start this second half. Deep back to return for the Concordia Panthers. Drake Blocklinger as well as Cade Gropp as we are set to begin second half action here in this North Central Kansas League matchup from Harold M. Clark Stadium in Concordia. Toby Nosker, Lauren Swinson with you. Logan Lilia back at the station. Last kick from Lowry was a touchback. This one goes back into the end zone, and it'll roll out as well. So Concordia will start here at their own 20. Lauren, the Panthers were finding some success offensively, especially with Mason Eichmann. Concordia with 89 yards of offense, all of that on the ground in the first half, compared to just 90 yards for the Bulldogs. So only 1 yard separates them, but yet 10-point differential on the board. Concordia's just got to find a way to finish off these drives.
They do. They just got to continue to move them. The penalties were killing both teams, actually. Concordia 4 penalties for 40 yards, and they were some of them very critical. The Bulldogs 8 penalties for 55 yards.
Braden Primo stays in at quarterback with a noticeable limp here in this one ever since the second play of the ball game. They hand it off to Eichmann on this first down carry. Eichmann cuts it in right side tackle, and he's going to be stopped right at the 22, a gain of 2 on the first down carry for the senior back in Eichmann.
They went to the quick side of the Panther offensive line. That's actually what they consider the weak side, and he had some blocks as it was just straight ahead blocking that time by J.J. Riley along with Tracer Murdoch, and somebody just grabbed him by the ankle, or he could have had some big yards.
That Clay Center game is now at the half. The Tigers still in front, leading 61-6 against Hiawatha. Here it's 2nd down and 2, and right back to Eichmann, and Eichmann falls forward out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3, as again he comes off that right side, picks up 3 to make it 3rd and 5.
Just very similar to the last play, and again, the Panthers are getting a fairly good push, but right now, again, Marysville's really not respecting the pass at all. They're just coming up. They're bringing the linebackers right up on the line of scrimmage. They're bringing the safeties up within about 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and their corners too. So, again, Panthers just need to break a big play right here. Breeze will be split out to the left.
Panthers break the huddle with just 7 on the play clock. It's a 3rd down and 5 from the 25. From the near side hash, Primo looking to throw. And this pass on a diving slant caught by Brees. Peyton Brees able to come up with the catch down to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 9. The first pass completion of the game for the Panthers, and it gives them the 9th first down of the ball game.
And just a slant by Breeze. He's a wide out on the left side, just slant right across the middle. Just a 3-step drop that time by Primo, and he fired it right over the middle. And Peyton, who was our MC or helped us introduce us last night at the pep rally, the young man caught his first pass.
2nd catch of the season for Brees, who now has 29 catches in his career. Fresh set of downs for Concordia. Panthers again go with Eichmann. Broke off a couple of tackles and stays on his feet, but I think they're going to whistle him down. We'll see where they put him. They're going to put him right at the 40-yard line, close to the 41-yard line. So he's going to pick up about 6 right on his average per carry. So the Panthers are looking at a 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, it looked like he went down, but he didn't think so, and he was just, had one hand down, and he tried to spin out of that, and then he was wrestled down. And but I think they give him the forward progress, like you said, 6 yards. So, again, Mason Eichmann having a good night, running the ball extremely hard tonight.
Single receiver left, 3-back set in the backfield. Primo's going to hand it off coming near side. Panthers give it off to Drew Sterrett, and Sterrett trying to fight his way to the first down does. Drew's going to be tripped up at the 45-yard line, but that's a pickup of, let's see, they pick up close to 4, almost 5. It's going to move the chains, as I said. The 10th now first down of the ball game for Concordia, compared to just 4 in this contest for the Marysville Bulldogs. Drew Sterrett on his 3rd carry of the ball game gets 5 and moves the chains.
And he got a good block from his brother Dustin out there, along with Mason Eichmann, that sprung him and allowed him to pick up that first down.
Again, that 3-back set stays. Primo takes the snap. This time it's Dustin Sterrett going left. He's got a huge hole. Dustin out to the midfield stripe, and he's going to fall forward into Marysville territory, down to the 49-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, the Panthers are doing a good job getting everybody out in front. That time, again, the Sterrett along with Eichmann out there in front blocking. It was the same play they ran to this side. They ran it to the other side, to the strong side of the formation, and able to pick up another good 6 yards.
So the Panthers now into Bulldog territory.
It's in the wishbone.
3-back set. Primo takes the snap. This time they want to come right with it as they give it off to Cade Gropp. Gropp's going to be yanked down from behind after a gain of 2. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 now for Concordia, working from the 47 of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Panthers just right now, they come out again with the wishbone set. We haven't seen that all season long. And then they just use straight ahead blocking and were able to been picking up some good yards. It'll be 3rd down and short here.
Gropp with his 2nd carry of the ball game now has 2 carries for 9 yards. Panthers going to break that wishbone. They'll go back to a wingback set as Primo gave it off on a dive play. Concordia straight ahead. Eichmann has the first down inside of the 45. Metten hit and taken down at the 43. 4 out of it, but it's enough to move the chains. Concordia's got their 3rd first down here on this drive.
And just followed, that time all he did was just follow Chase Dahlstrup right up the middle. He, along with the 2 strengths of the Panther team, of course, Chase Dahlstrup along with Bimes and Tracer Murdoch right in the middle. And they just got a good push and got that first down.
Concordia's got a fresh set of downs. Eichmann with 4 carries on this drive. Here's a handoff coming near side to Gropp again. Gropp lowers the shoulder. The ball popped out.
I think Concordia came up with it.
Panthers trying to get on it at the 36-yard line, and they do. It'll go as a 6-yard pickup as the Panthers able to get back on the football, and it was Riley who got back on the ball. And so Concordia fortunate to keep possession there after the pickup of what's going to go as 6, almost 7 yards.
That time the guards didn't really get the blocks they wanted, but it was, again, Tolstrup up front and just straight ahead blocking as the Bulldogs had so much penetration. The Panthers were able to break through that line.
Primo's going to hand it off, waiting, and now taking off Drew Sterrett. And Sterrett's going to be tripped up inside of the 35 at the 34-yard line. He picks up 2, and so it should bring up 4th and a long 1, almost 2 now for Concordia. Or make it 3rd down. I said 4th down, but it actually is 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and a long 1, almost 2 here for the Panthers after that 2-yard pickup there on the run by Sterrett.
Wyatt France bringing the play in for the Panthers and gives it off to Primo. It's down to 15 seconds on the play clock.
Down to 6:10 left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Concordia trails at 10-0. Back to that wishbone set on this 3rd down and 1. Primo takes the snap. They go with Dustin Sterrett, stretching it out left. He has the 1st down. Sterrett spins off a tackle, and he's going to fall inside of the 30 down to the 29-yard line, but a flag out that's going to bring this play back.
Flag down at the 25-yard line.
Make it the 35.
35, yeah.
So it's back at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the penalties have just killed both teams tonight. A lot of drives. Again, we mentioned early on
it's against the defense.
No, defense. We've seen these defensive chop blocks and holds.
Yep, it's a hold against the defense, it looks like. And so, again, Panthers would get the 1st down after the pickup here. It would be a pickup of about 5 yards on the run there by Dustin Sterrett. Defensive holding call.
Declined.
Yeah, because it's the 1st down.
Yeah.
So the Panthers with their 4th 1st down on this drive after Marysville whistled for the penalty. But again, Dustin Sterrett gets 5 yards on the run to get the 1st down. And now Coach Tremble out on the sideline, kind of hollering right now. Panthers inside of the 30-yard line. They've been to the red zone once tonight. Penalties pushed them back. The Panthers attempted a field goal that was blocked, and Concordia unable to get on the board back in the 1st half. They're hoping to change that here in this 3rd quarter, and we've got a timeout on the field. 5:33 left to go in the 3rd. Concordia trails at 10-0. Panthers, though, with a fresh set of downs at the Bulldog 29. We'll take a break. This is Panther football on KNCK. Concordia's got a fresh set of downs as the Panthers will have the football inside of the 30 at the 29-yard line. 5:33 left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Panthers still working on their opening drive of the contest. They've eaten up 6 minutes and 27 seconds off the clock. Concordia's got to get points out of it, though, trailing 10-0 here in this opening round game of the Class 3A District 5 in Class 3A District 5 play against the Marysville Bulldogs. Panthers in their home opener after starting with 3 games on the road against Chapman, Abilene, and Wamego. They'll be back on the road next week when they travel to Hiawatha to take on the Red Hawks. Concordia comes out of the timeout. 1st down and 10 from the 29. 2 wingbacks. Primo takes the snap. They go with Dustin Sterrett. Breaks off a couple of tackles. Sterrett still on his feet, fighting for extra yards, and he's going to work his way just down to the 21-yard line, just outside of the 1st down marker on a pickup of 8.
What a nice run that time by Sterrett. He looked like he was hitting the backfield. It was a counter. It didn't look like it was going anywhere. Marysville had it contained, but somehow he got out of that block or that tackle on the left side, then took it downfield, picked up the 9 yards on a heck of a good run by Sterrett that time.
Panthers on a 2nd down and 1 now. From the 21-yard line, Primo takes the snap. Handoff into the hands of Drew Sterrett. He's going to be tripped up. No gain on the play. We'll make it 3rd and 1 now from the 21.
There's no place to run that time. The Panthers, Marysville's getting good penetration right now, but the Panthers are picking them up. That time, I'm pretty sure it was Keegan Bimes that came out, picked up the defensive end that came out, came deep in the backfield, got him, and then he was able to cut inside of that block, but only picked up, well, he actually lost probably maybe a half a yard.
Concordia's picked up 4 first downs on this drive. They're looking for another right now. It's 3rd down and a long one from the Bulldog 21. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like it's going to be a timeout. No, a false start. Panthers shifting, trying to get set, and we're going to get a false start penalty that's going to be called here against Concordia. And so once again, penalties come back to hurt the Panthers deep into Bulldog territory. This will push them back to the 25. Make it the 26, and so it'll bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 26.
5th penalty for 45 yards. They're still in 4-down territory here, but you really like that where you had 3rd and 1 instead of now this 3rd and 6. So it makes the play calling just a little bit different.
Concordia working from the 26. Under 4 minutes to play here in this 3rd quarter. Primo taking the snap. Primo looking to hand it off. Does. Mason Eichmann breaks a couple of tackles. Now he takes off towards the near side, and Mason Eichmann's going to get in the end zone. Mason Eichmann able to get in the end zone on a 26-yard rushing touchdown, his 2nd of the season, his 2nd in his career. And the Concordia Panthers, with 3:35 to go here in this 3rd quarter, have been able to get in the end zone. Eichmann with the TD, and the Panthers put 6 on the board.
The Panthers' strong side of their offensive line just blocked down, and Marysville had nobody to contain on the outside, and I don't think Mason knew what to do. He was so wide open. He had to break a couple of tackles downfield, but that was it. The snap is bad.
Picking it up is Drake Blocklinger with nowhere to go, and the Panthers are not going to get the extra point here, and so Concordia going to be held out there. But Eichmann, on his 5th carry of the drive, able to get in the end zone on a 26-yard rushing touchdown, the 2nd of the season for Eichmann. And the Concordia Panthers able to get on the board. 3:35 remains here in the 3rd. 10-6 our score. Marysville still in front. We'll take a break. You're listening to Panther Football on KNCK. Marysville on a kickoff return, bringing it back is Keegan Waters, and Waters able to get out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And that's where the Bulldogs will have it with 3:29 remaining here in this 3rd quarter. But the Panthers able to get on the board. Concordia goes 80 yards in 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Capped off by a 26-yard rushing touchdown by the senior in Mason Eichmann, his 2nd score of the season. And the Panthers now down by 4, 10-6, under 3.5 left to go here in this 3rd quarter. And really, outside of one play to close out the 2nd quarter, this is just the 3rd time that the Bulldogs have touched the ball offensively here in this one. They've been able to score, though, on both drives. Here is Will Otot, the quarterback, keeping it on a keeper straight ahead. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down by J.J. Riley as well as Dane Cleveland. It comes after a gain of 3 out to the 39-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, just a little bit of running room that time, but quickly closed by Riley coming off that defensive tackle spot, and Dane Cleveland fell in the hole just probably a little later than he would have liked to. But Dane having a good night. So is J.J. Riley playing quite a bit. Yeah. JJ, he's playing that stud position. It's a defensive end here on the weak side.
Otot under center on the second down and 7. Will running the option right side. Panthers had penetration but weren't able to get their arms around Grant Hafley, and Hafley turns it upfield, and he's going to be taken down a yard short of the first down at the 45-yard line. And so a pickup there of 6, but I believe maybe we got an injured player at the end of this one.
Marysville player.
And they haven't moved the yard markers either. I don't know if there was a penalty on the play, but it would have been a pickup of 6 and would bring up 3rd and 1. But again, we've got an injured Bulldog down on the field, so we're going to take a break with them. Make sure to stick around, though, coming up in the Panther postgame show, as we're going to recognize our H&R block of the game, brought to you by H&R Block of Concordia. That's coming up in the postgame show on KNCK. So we'll grab a break. We'll come back. This is Panther football on KNCK.
We've had a few lost and found items turned in. If you're missing your cell phone, we have it up in the press box. Also some over-the-ear headphones. You can see us in the press box if you were missing those items.
Marysville working on a cramping player. It is the ball carrier, Grant Hafley, after he picked up 6 yards on that previous run to set up what will be 3rd down and 1 coming up here for Marysville at the 45-yard line. They were working on a cramp in the leg there of Hafley. He's going to walk off that far side. But Marysville will have the ball, looking again at 3rd and short, a 3rd and 1 from the Bulldog 45 as we get set to return. 2.5 left to go here in this 3rd quarter. Bulldogs leading 10-6 after giving up a touchdown to Concordia, a 26-yard score to the senior in Mason Eichmann. Keeping it is Otot on the quarterback keep. He's got enough on the push as they're going to mark him down. Not much gain, but just enough to be able to move the chains and keep this drive alive for Marysville. They picked up just their 5th first down of the contest.
Marysville, again, they come off the line of scrimmage real well, but right now tonight the Panther defensive line is doing a good job. And again, we want to talk about them again. It's Tolstrup and Bimes and JJ Riley in there, Tracer Murdoch. Every now and then Kyle McFadden's in there, and they're doing it really. Those down linemen doing a good job. The linebackers again filling the holes fairly quickly.
Fresh set of downs here as Otot takes the snap, and he's going to give it off to Slupionic, and the aggressive run by Slupionic as he works his way inside of Panther territory across the 50 down to the 48-yard line. A pickup of 6 will bring up 2nd down and 4.
Well, that time that Marysville offensive line just straight ahead, just a good push on the Panthers, and the Panthers weren't able to stop him until he picked up that 6 yards.
And that's Slupionic, as we said. He was a lineman himself a year ago. He's a big, big back here for this Marysville team.
He just lowers his shoulders and follows those big guys up front.
Otot approaches the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 4. Now in Panther territory. They keep it with Slupionic again. And he gets a great push one more time, and he's going to work his way all the way down to the 40-yard line, 8 yards gained on the play. The Bulldogs have picked up now their 2nd first down here on this drive, and it's a fresh set of downs working from the Concordia 40. Slupionic with back-to-back carries and 8 yards there on that run.
Marysville on their defensive line have moved a lot of different people in and out throughout the ball game, and right now it's kind of showing that the Panthers playing both ways. Maybe just got their hands on their hips just a little bit, and they just need to keep those shoulder pads low and stop that get some penetration and disrupt things in the Marysville backfield.
Marysville approaches the line of scrimmage, just down to 4 seconds on the play clock as they keep it again on a dive play up the middle. Slupionic, the ball carrier, one more time. The Panthers trying to get him stopped, but not before he pushes forward for 3 more yards.
you know, we don't really have the weights, but this Luplianic has got to be.
Yeah, they list him at 220, 6 foot,
okay.
220.
Well, he's a big boy, and he's just coming right at him, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
We'll head to the fourth. Concordia's down by 4, but Marysville charging into Panther territory. The Bulldogs looking at a 2nd down and 7 as they will operate from the Panther 36 when we return. You're listening to Concordia High School football on KNCK. Elsewhere in Cloud County tonight, Clifton Clyde able to get a victory as they defeat Washington County 56-6. The Eagles able to pick up a win as they take down Washington County in that matchup. Next week, Concordia is going to be on the road as they travel to Hiawatha, a matchup against the Hiawatha Redhawks. And again, at last check at the halftime break, all Clay Center, all over Hiawatha. 61-6, the Tigers leading things against the Redhawks. We start the fourth quarter here. Concordia behind, trailing 10-6. Marysville's got the football, 2nd down and 7, working at the Panther 36-yard line from the near side hash. Otot trying to give it off to Slupionic, and Slupionic's going nowhere. Panthers doing a great job up front, cutting him out from underneath. Once again, Panthers able to get that penetration. Keegan Bimes inside.
It was. Keegan Bimes just stayed low, what we talked about. Shot the gap in there and was able to get that big guy's legs and wrap him up. And by that time, Panthers had some help with him. And that's exactly what the Panthers needed to do right there, because that was a loss of 1?
No, they give him a gain of 1, actually.
Okay.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Again, the Bulldogs in 4-down territory here, so we want to stop it again this time, because sure Marysville come right at us.
Twins lefts. Keeping it, Otot on the fake. Otot got past one tackler, and then he's going to be met and taken down along the near side, near the 31-yard line. Leveling a hit was Wyatt France. He had help from Drew Sterrett. But Otot going to work his way near the 30 to bring up 4th and 1. Nearly 6 yards picked up on the run there by Otot. And Marysville trying to pick up their 3rd first down on this drive. It's a 4th and 1. We saw him do a quarterback keep earlier in this situation. Otot under center, trying to get the Panthers to jump. Concordia doesn't. Otot's going to reset here as he'll take the snap. Keeping it on the quarterback keep, and he has enough for the first down. Just right behind his center, able to find a crease, and Otot going to be stopped at the 26-yard line. He's going to get 4 out of it, and Marysville with another first down, their 7th of the ball game. Marysville, fresh set of downs now, working at the Panther 26.
Yeah, he just found a little crease right behind his left guard and was able to just keep his shoulders low and pick up that first down. So, critical series right here. You really want to see the Panthers stop them here. Can they trail it by 4? You really don't want to give them a touchdown here with 10:05 left to go in the ball game.
Well, both teams have gone on long drives, and so you got to be worried about the time that you're going to get as they run the option on a pitch play to Spicer. Spicer catches the edge. Spicer finally going to be shoved out of bounds right inside of the 10. We'll wait and see where they put him. It may be right at the 10-yard line. As Spicer's going to pick up close to 26. They'll spot him at the 11, so they'll make it 25 officially. But Marysville just outside of the 10 has, again, another first down.
Just Panthers did not have Kentane. He ran the option to the weak side of the formation, and they got a good block. Panthers had one guy out there, but just could not take and bring him down. And by the time they had help, it was too late, and he'd already picked up the first down.
First down and 10 now from the 11. 9:53 remains here in this one. Marysville leading by 4, trying to add to their score. Otot into the hands of Slupionic. Slupionic, left side, barreling his way down for a 9-yard pickup. They can still get another first down, but now they're down near the 2.
That was just a quick handoff to the weak side of the formation, and the Panthers again was unable to get anybody into that hole quick enough until he could pick up that first down.
So second and short.
Not first down,
it's not a first down, but second and short.
Yeah.
But it's, they're thinking end zone right now, working from the 2-yard line. Otot under center. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it, trying to follow behind Slupionic. And we're waiting on a signal. Is he stopped short? He is. It could be enough for the first down, though. Again, they still had the possibility of getting a first down inside of the 1, and the ball's going to be spotted inside of the 1, just short inches of the goal line, so it is a fresh set of downs. And so Marysville just inches out, looking at a first down and goal with 9 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Bulldogs eating a little clock here, leading 10-6 and trying to add to that score.
Jace Tolstrup, I'm pretty sure, was the one who made that tackle. There was a huge pile in the middle, but I think it was Jace to come up off the bottom of it. There's a timeout by Panthers.
Timeout going to be called here.
Oh, by Marysville.
No, it's by Panthers. No, they're switching. It is by Marysville.
I was looking at, I saw two officials. One went one way, one went the other way.
They're kind of dancing.
Yeah.
We had a dance performance at halftime. I didn't know we'd get another one here in the fourth quarter. 8:41 left to go. We'll take a quick timeout. 10-6 our score. Bulldogs by 4. They're trying to punch another one into the end zone, though. Fresh set of downs at the 1 for Marysville. We'll take a break. This is Panther football on KNCK. Marysville trying to add to its score. They lead at 10-6. 8:41 remains here on this one. First down in goal, and this ball just inches from the end zone. Panthers calling a timeout. Marysville quickly runs up to the line of scrimmage. Otot going to be under center. We'll see if he goes with the quarterback keep again. And they do. Otot, though, is not going to be able to get in, or will he? Does. He reaches over and gets the football over the goal line to be able to pick up the touchdown. It's the second touchdown of the contest here for Otot. He didn't get much, but again, he only needed inches, and that football crossed just enough to put 6 on the board for the Bulldogs. They lead it again by 10, 16-6, with 8:37 remaining here in this one. And once again, out to kick the extra point is Stephen Lowry. Booted in a 53-yard field goal back in the first quarter. And this one blocked. And again, I think it's Mason Eichmann. Eichmann, the second time now that he's been able to block an extra point this season. And Mason Eichmann able to block this extra point attempt by Lowry to keep it a 10-point ball game with 8:37 to go. We'll grab a quick timeout. You're listening to Panther Football on KNCK. Eichmann able to block the extra points, but Will Otot able to pick up his second rushing touchdown of the ball game. And the junior has put Marysville back in front by 10, 16-6 with 8:37 left to go. Concordia scored its last series out on a 26-yard rushing touchdown by Mason Eichmann, his second of the season. Lowry will kick off. Blocklinger, as well as Gropp, back to return. Lowry's been able to boot a couple out of the end zone. This one a shorter kick, but it'll bounce and roll now into the end zone for a touchback. And so the Panthers will just take it at the 20.
8:37 left to go in the ball game, and the Panthers, they trail it by 8, 16-6, or by 10, excuse me. I can't add tonight. Man. So anyway, Panthers need to get a good drive. They need some big plays. The one thing the Panthers haven't had this season that we've had in the past, somebody to make that big play. And right now, Panthers need somebody to step up and just make a big play. We need like an 80-yard touchdown pass right here.
What you need is 2 scores. Concordia down by 10 as they start this drive from the 20. Primo under center. And we got movement up front, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty.
I'm sure that had to be.
It's going to be a false start on Concordia. So the Panthers are going to be called.
No.
Yeah, it is a false start against the Panthers. So the Panthers moved, drawing them off sides, but it's a false start against Concordia and a 5-yard penalty that's been signaled here. So it's going to back them up and make it first down and 15.
You're right, but he went the other way to start with. But you're right. It is a Panther false start.
We just got to figure out which official we're watching.
Yeah, which one we're going to watch.
It confused us a couple of times tonight. It is a 5-yard penalty, though, against Concordia on the false start. And so the Panthers backed up to their own 15 here. First and 15. Double wing back set. Play action. Primo pressured. Primo buying himself some time, looking to air it out down the field, trying to come up and make the catch, and it's intercepted. Marysville going to take this one away as the Panthers have turned it over for the second time. Flag coming out as the Bulldog, Eli Sodlicek, off the takeaway. And we'll wait to see the penalty flag. There's a couple of them thrown. One was thrown near the end of the play. We got a hold that's going to be called against the defense on a flag that was thrown all the way back at the 17-yard line. And so again, another one, a block in the back going to be called here, I believe, against Marysville. But it's after the turnover. So both penalties come after the turnover, it looked like. And so Marysville with the interception, but this ball is going to be taken back to the 41-yard line. So the Panthers have turned it over for the second time here in this one. Second interception of the season by Concordia.
And again, that was a little confusing because he set offsetting. Anyway, neither way, it's Marysville Bulldog on the Panther 41-yard line.
Double wingback set. Otot's going to keep it, escapes one tackle. Otot spins off another, still fighting. And Otot finally going to be brought down near the 31-yard line.
By Tracer Murdoch.
Yeah, Murdoch with the stop, but a nice pickup of almost 10 yards on that carry there. And it is going to be a first down. Off that run there by Otot, who again was able to avoid a tackle in the backfield and then spin off another before he was brought down from behind by the junior defensive end in Murdoch following a 10-yard gain. The Bulldogs now with their 10th first down, but right now they're just trying to eat the clock, leading by at least 2 scores, up 10, 16-6 with 7:48 to go.
And what hurt on that was actually a broken play, and he just kind of ab-libbed and was able to pick up the 10 yards.
Slupionic gets the call here, and Slupionic's going to be taken down, tripped up by Cleveland. But he falls forward, picking up close to 3. Stay tuned. Coming up in our post-game show, we're going to recognize our Next Tech Wireless MVP of the game, presented by Next Tech Wireless in Concordia and Beloit. It's coming up in the post-game show on KNCK. A 3-yard pickup there by Slupionic. And we're down to 7:11 remaining here in this one. Panthers down 10, and following the turnover, Concordia trying to get a stop and get their defense off the field. Otot under center. Right back to Slupionic, and Slupionic with a nice push continues to fight forward. And he's going to fight his way inside of the 25 down to the 23-yard line. And it'll bring up now 3rd down and 2.
J.J. Riley making the ankle tackle to bring him down. But right now,
4 yards on the run.
Yeah, Marysville's just they're coming off the line of scrimmage, coming off hard. And they're just pushing the Panther defensive line back right now. And they're taking a lot of time. In between plays, they're taking 15, 20, 30 seconds off almost down to 9 seconds now as they come to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 2 from the 23. Otot, he's going to keep it himself. Nearly lost his footing. He's going to pick up the 1st down, though, as he's able to recover and regroup himself and then battle his way inside of the 20 down to the 19-yard line. And so a pickup of 4, another 1st down for Marysville, and Marysville content right now just to pick up 3-4 yards a carry and run this clock.
Chase Dahlstrup comes out of the ball game. We'll pick up and see who comes in for him as Panthers trying to get some. I think Kyle McFadden, I believe, is coming in for him. Panthers trying to get some fresh bodies on that defensive line.
5:48 remains here in this one. Panthers down by 10. Marysville with the football. Fresh set of downs. Otot from inside the red zone. They'll hand it off up the middle. And they go right back to Slupionic again. And Slupionic's going to pick up 2 yards here. And so a short gain of 2 yards picked up there on the run there by Slupionic. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 here as the clock continues to run. Again, we're down to 5:15 remaining here in this one.
It's just that, right now he's getting a good push. That time Dane Cleveland was able to come in and make a stop and stop it for the Panthers. But again, Marysville content just to really run the clock out, like you said right now. Play clock down to 5. They haven't even broke the huddle yet. So I think they're going to call timeout. The coach is over talking to the official on the far side.
Timeout going to be called here with 4:53 remaining. Marysville's inside of the red zone at the 17-yard line. And it's a 10-point ball game, 16-6. 4:53 remaining here in this one. We'll take a break with them. This is Panther football on KNCK. .453 remains. 16-6 our score. A 10-point ball game. Panthers trailing the Bulldogs. Marysville getting the ball back after a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Will Otot. Concordia throwing an interception on their first play from scrimmage. And the Bulldogs right now content to just milk this clock. They've got the ball in the red zone. And looking at a 2nd down and 8 from near the 17-yard line. Otot, he's going to keep it himself on the option play. Quarterback straight ahead, breaks off a couple of tackles and will get in the end zone. The 3rd rushing touchdown of the ball game for Will Otot. As Otot able to take this one in from almost, we'll see where they put him. It's going to be a 17-yard rushing touchdown for Otot. But again, it's his 3rd score of the ball game. And with 4:49 remaining, the Concordia Panthers now down 22-6. Lowry out to attempt the extra points. His last one was blocked by Mason Eichmann. 2nd block by Eichmann this season. He tries to go for another. Doesn't get there in time, though. And Lowry's kick is up and in. 23-6. 4:49 remains here in this one. Marysville trying to pick up their 2nd win in as many weeks. Concordia in danger of dropping to 0-4. We'll take a break. This is Panther football on KNCK. Concordia down 23-6. Twice now, Marysville has been able to score following Panther turnovers. Concordia with a fumble lost back in the first half. And it led to a 22-yard touchdown run by Will Otot in the 2nd quarter. And then after Otot scored on a 1-yard run early in the 4th, an interception the second thrown this season by Braden Primo, leads to a 17-yard touchdown run by Otot to give Marysville now the lead at 23-6. 4:49 remains. Here's a short kick. Chasing in on it is Blocklinger. Drake on the return. He's going to be wrestled down at the 27.
Well, that's pretty good field position for the Panthers. And again, the young freshman getting a chance to return the ball, took it right up the middle and got the Panthers a little better field position they would have had.
So Concordia coming out offensively. The Panthers again down 23-6. 4:43 remains. The Panthers in their home opener on homecoming night going to drop a contest and drop to 0-4 on the season.
And Peyton Breeze is going to be the quarterback. So
yep.
apparently Braden Primo is hurt.
We saw him go out early in the game, and he's been limping here in this contest. Breeze going to come in and try to throw. Breeze's throw here to Wyatt Franz. Thrown short, and it's an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock with 4:39 remaining, and it'll bring up second down and 10.
And that was a good route. It was open as Wyatt just went down just about 12, 15 yards, cut back, and did a little curl route right there, and then rolling out to his left was Breeze, and his very first pass as a Panther, a little incomplete, bounced it to him. So try it again, because I think that there was some room to work there, and there was a wide open receiver.
Mason Eichmann in the backfield. Cade Gropp, the slot receiver here on the near side. Brees rolling towards the near side. Peyton's going to take off and run with it. He's across the 30, and he's going to be met and taken down at the 34-yard line. He'll pick up 7 on the run, as it'll bring up third down and 3 now.
Nice move that time by Breeze, has really taken, wiggled his way, picked up the 7 yards, and then finally fell forward to get those 7 yards. So third down and 4 right now. Interesting to see what the play call here. They may just let Breeze run with it or see if he can throw it. Panthers split out the receivers.
Twin receivers to the right here. Brees operating from the near side hash out of the gun. He wants to roll to the right. Quick little swing pass. Panthers complete it to Gropp. He was the slot receiver, but he's going to be stopped short, it looks like, of the first down. It would bring up 4th and maybe half a yard.
That's about what it is, but Panthers may go for it. What do you got to lose right here? Caleb Hansen, the punter, is injured. It went out with a bad ankle last week, and they thought maybe he was going to be able to play, but he hadn't come in all night, so apparently he's still injured. So it's 4th down and 1 for the Panthers. Breeze still the quarterback.
4th down and 1 from the 36. Brees is going to operate this time under center, awaiting the snap from Thalstrup. Brees lost it. A fumbled ball. Does Marysville have it? Bulldogs say they do, and they do.
Either way, they would have got it because he didn't have the first down.
Turnover by Concordia, their third of the contest, their second here in this 4th quarter, and with 3:11 to go, Marysville's got the ball back as the Bulldogs going to pick up a district win.
They'll have the ball on the Panther 36-yard line with 3:11 left to go here in the ball game.
Stick around. Coming up in the post-game show, we're going to recognize our H&R block of the game, brought to you by H&R Block of Concordia. That's coming up in the post-game show on KNCK. Panthers will take their 0-4 record into Hiawatha next Friday night, and we'll have the game for you on KNCK. Here's a handoff going left. Angel Rivera has checked into the contest, and he's immediately wrapped up and taken down by J.J. Riley. The defensive end off the right side's had a pretty good night tonight.
He has, and he did a good job that time. Got right off his block immediately and takes him down for no gain.
No gain on the play there, and the clock is just going to run right now. We're down to 2:47 remaining here in this one, as Marysville going to pick up the win, improving their record to 2-2 on the season. Concordia, on the other hand, going to fall to 0-4, 0-1 in district play. Hiawatha starting off district play with a loss tonight against Clay Center. And it's a game next week against Hiawatha as they go right back to Rivera. And Rivera, he's going to pick up close to 8, almost 9 now on this run, as he's going to be taken down by Dane Cleveland. Stopped at the 28-yard line. And so it'll bring up 3rd and 2. But again, the clock down to 2:07 remaining.
They just got a nice push from their left side of their offensive line, and he just followed them. And, yeah, picked it up. We're down under 2 minutes now.
Stick around. Coming up in the post-game show, we're going to have an opportunity to talk about the other fall sports ongoing out at Concordia High School. It's been a busy week. We'll get you caught up coming up in the post-game show. Rivera again, the ball carrier, and he's got the first down. Picks up 3 to pick up the first down. Panthers going to start subbing in some new guys. Kyle McFadden coming in on the defensive side. Max Johnson, the sophomore, also checking into the contest. As Keegan Bimes and Jay Stolstrup will exit here for Concordia. And again, we're down to 1:39 left to go. Wouldn't imagine the Panthers would try to stop the clock, and we'll see if Marysville will keep running the football or if they'll go to a victory formation here, leading 23-6 with under 90 seconds remaining. And it looks like we'll go victory formation. So Marysville going to pick up a win. Otot kneels on it, and the clock running. 1:15 to go. Concordia dropping to 0-4 on the season, and next up a road trip to Hiawatha, a team that the Panthers beat at home last season, 38-12. Concordia hoping to get a win next week, and they'll make a long road trip out to see the Red Hawks. It's a 7 o'clock kick next Friday night, and we'll have the game for you right here on 1390 KNCK, 98.3 FM, and NCKtoday.com. 23-6, Marysville out in front. Otot letting the play clock run down. Now takes the snap and kneels on it. And that'll be the ball game. That's the final kneel there. Otot, 3 rushing touchdowns tonight. And the Bulldogs pick up the victory, handing Concordia a loss in their home opener on homecoming night as the Panthers drop to 0-4 on the season, 0-1 in district play, suffering a 23-6 loss at the hands of Marysville. Coming up in the post-game show, we're going to recognize our Next Tech Wireless MVP of the game. We'll also recognize our H&R block of the game. But first, we're going to take a look at the other fall sports ongoing at Concordia High School. 23-6, our final. Bulldogs, the winner. We'll take a break. Post-game show on the way next on KNCK.